Today I'm going to do a quick review of the book Cinder by Melissa Mayer, which I read over the weekend and devoured in the course of about 12 hours. It's a young adult sci-fi novel, or YA+, as my local library designates it, inspired by Cinderella, except instead of a housemaid who meets the prince at ball, you have a cyborg android mechanic who meets the prince when he brings her his android to be repaired. And it has quite a lot of fun with the Cinderella story and takes it into something quite different. And the main character, Cinder, it has that kind of downtrodden Cinderella, isolated within the family thing, and kind of rising up on that, and someone who's skilled and intelligent, resourceful, and deals well with the situation she's thrown in. It's got a lot of quite fun sci-fi elements of imagining this future world of where technology is advanced, and obviously there are cyborgs and androids, and cars have been abandoned for hovers, and there's interesting new words. I think it's port screens for mobile technology, and I really liked all those details. There's a nice soppy romance running through as well, as you would expect from something inspired by Cinderella, which is something I quite enjoyed in my light reading, to have that. There is a sense of danger because there's this plague and there's evil people on the moon and an evil queen. I did really like the evil queen as well. It was good. And there is some tragedy with the plague having a real effect. And yeah, I generally really liked it. There's a side character who's an android, who the main character has a nice friendship with, and that was quite sweet. There is the stepmother and stepsisters, but one of them is nice. And overall, I really enjoyed it. There's one slightly transphobic joke, which is probably my one caveat that kind of made me wince a bit. And there's a lot of medically stuff, of medical investigations and possible abuse of power by medical people, which would be my kind of main potential trigger warning for it. But having said that, it's quite an interesting exploration of bodies and machinery and the relationship between the two, and this kind of struggle for identity, imagining a struggle for identity of a cyborg who is part machine, and what that means, and how society would develop and react to having people who are increasingly dependent on technology for their survival, and what that means in terms of how they're seen in respect to their humanity and their rights. So yeah, and it's the first in the series, which I'm quite happy about because it gives me more to plough through. So yes, that was Cinder by Melissa Mayer. I have to say I do not approve of the cover of this book, because there is no point where she wears a shoe like that, and her cyborg foot is not meant to be something that looks like a beautiful human foot. It's just a slightly ridiculous cover. But anyway, the book itself I thoroughly recommend. Okay. So yes, Cinder by Melissa Mayer, and I suggest you check it out. Okay, thank you, bye.